What's up everybody, this is Pablo from Style Systems, your exclusive and personal image consultant. For more information, go to stylesystemss.com.mx so you can find all the books, all the products, so you can enhance your image, alright? Now something very curious happened to me today, and I wanted to do a video about it, alright? This is something that I'm very experienced at, but however I've never made a video out of it. So I'll tell you about it, alright? A little bit of my story. When I started, becoming an image consultant, first of all, I tried all of these techniques and all of this knowledge that I teach you. I tried it on myself, of course, first, and I put it out there to see what would happen. So this is about your physical clothes, your physical image, your haircut, alright, your body language, and basically what you wear. So something curious happened to me because normally I always dress myself in this way. However, today I had to dress myself in a way that I don't normally do it, and I'll explain you why. And you'll see the actual outfit of how I was wearing it, so you can get a vibe and see the difference between this and that. So you have no idea the psychological impact that you're making and that you have on others, based on your nonverbal communication, meaning your fashion and your body language. So the way that you carry yourself, the way that you move, the way that you greet somebody else, and the way that you present yourself has a tremendous influence on others. And this, I just told you that I applied this. I did it as an experiment, social experiment. I dressed myself in different ways. I did it playfully, like a custom, to see how others reacted. So today I dressed myself in the most ugly way that I could, so that I could blend in and I didn't stand out. And I'll explain you why in just a moment. So you see, a lot of clients or a lot of students, a lot of people that want to learn from me, they ask me this question, or they say to me, well, I am beyond my fashion. People should not be judging me based on how I look, because I am beyond that, I am more than that. To which I totally agree. We are beyond this physical being, and we are beyond this mind, and that's why I created a product called Beyond the Body and the Mind. We are way far ahead than just what we present right now here with this physical being. However, you should not be blaming others when they don't treat you in the way that you want to be treated. Dress how you want to be addressed. I always say that. I encounter a lot of people complaining about how they get mistreated by a person, by a salesman. How they don't get enough attention by the opposite sex. How they don't get enough opportunity when they go, to interviews, job interviews. And they have a lot of credentials, and they are super knowledgeable and shit like that. However, if they don't present themselves in the best way or in the correct way, in the way that would help them, what happens then is that you start blaming others. You say, well, it's people are stupid, people are dumb and they judge me, and people are superficial and shit like that, and it's society's problem. And then what happens is that you are feeding this negative energy, so you present yourself even worse. If you didn't even pay attention to the way that you dress yourself, and then you have these experiences with people mistreating you or not paying attention to you, or actually treating you negatively just by the way that you look, the only thing that does is it reinforces your idea or your belief of people are evil and this is bad and superficial and all these things. So you are going to present yourself even worse. So this is coming from an image consultant, your personal image consultant. This still happens to me every day. This just happened to me today, alright? So I will show you the outfit, the actual outfit that I was wearing, because, I live in Mexico City for the time being. Right now, I am between LA and Mexico City. Right now, I'm in Mexico City, and I had to pay one of my workers, one of my employees. I had to pay him because it's last year and shit like that, so I had to pay him a good amount of money. But it's very sad, and it's very sad for me to admit it, that in Mexico City it is a horrible place to live in. It is a beautiful place to visit, to spend some fucking vacations or some bullshit like that. However, to live here the day-to-day, the normal life, it's a complete piece of shit. I just have to say it as it is, and it's very insecure. No matter if you are high, middle, low class, it doesn't matter if you're rich, poor. It is very, very difficult to live in such a place like this, in a third world country. That's why I also, I live in LA, but I have my family here. So I had to dress myself in a way that I could blend in, so I wouldn't stand out, because I could get robbed with my money, alright? So I did it. And funny enough, a lot of people started mistreating me. I was waiting on a line, and literally they were rude to me, simply because of the way that I was presenting myself, simply because of the way that I looked. Then I dress myself in this way, and it is like fucking magic. It is like I have a magic wand of Harry Potter, and it opens a lot of doors. People treat me magnificently. People are very polite to me simply because I look like this. Now I could be a complete piece of shit. I could be very bad, very mean, an asshole. However, people, just because I look like this, they treat me differently. So don't blame them, alright? My idea is, don't blame them. It is not up to them, 99% of the population are average. They don't want to improve. And this has nothing to do with you personally. This is because, just look at their condition, at their shitty condition. You should be pitying them instead of getting angry at them that, people are judging me and shit like that. Well, yes, they are. So let me stop it right here, because I want to show you the other outfit that I was wearing, and I'll continue the video. Welcome back, guys. So this is the outfit. I don't know if you can see it entirely. I have some pants on. I'm very, 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 very comfortable and very looking kind of shady, if you may say so. My mustache was not done like it is right now. It was all over the place. Kind of like this. I wasn't even looking good. So I was walking like this. Slouching a little bit, and I did this because I was taking some money. Maybe I was going just like this. I look like the average normal guy. Now, I know a lot of you guys are just gonna say, well, you don't look that bad. You still look good. Yes, but however, if you know me, if you've been watching all of my videos, and if you know, if you purchased Discover Your Style, you know that this is not my style. This is not one of my styles, right? And this has nothing to do with how I dress every day. This is not me, so I look differently. And this, just because I was like this, and I'm normally very social, I'm always talking to people and like that. Since I look like the normal average guy, I was not getting the responses that I normally get. Even though I'm very good at communication, and I know the bits and pieces and the technologies and the techniques that you can use through your body language, still, I did not got the same response that I get when I dress myself like I normally do. So, I could very easily bitch about it and start complaining about it, which is what everyone does. Everyone starts thinking and blaming others, blaming things outside of themselves. And the whole purpose of this video is for you to, first of all, laugh about it, because it was very funny that I got treated very badly. People were being assholes with me, and in reality, they didn't know that. First of all, I'm someone that has money. Second of all, I'm the fucking motherfucking god of style. They were not aware of it. My point is, people are not aware of who you are, and chances are they don't give a fuck either. So it is up to you to take control of this and communicate what you want to communicate who you truly are, and make them see you in such a way that it's undeniable. No one can deny your presence. No one can deny that I am the god of style when I enter a room. So you see, I simply did this because I wanted, the power of image gives you this power, right? It gives you this ability to become like a motherfucking chameleon. If you need to blend in, or if you need to communicate a specific thing, or if you need something, just by the way that you look, you can communicate something subconsciously, subliminally. This is why it's super powerful. And my other advice, and the point that I want to make with this, is that don't complain, but rather take control. If there's something that you don't like in the way that people are treating you, you should not be pointing at them and saying, well, people are superficial. Women don't like me because they're all, I don't know, They all want the tall blonde guy with a six-pack and money, and I'm short and I'm Mexican, and I could blame others, I could blame women for being superficial, I could blame society for not buying my products because you're all pieces of shit stupid, when in reality my products can and will enhance and change your entire life. It's easy to blame, it's easy to pass your responsibility onto others. And this is what the majority of the society does. So why don't you flip it, and instead of getting angry at the person that is not treating you in the way that you want to be treated, not giving you the opportunities that you deserve, instead of blaming at them and pointing at them, why don't you look within? Why don't you change it, flip it, and look at yourself and say, interesting. I should not be getting angry, or you should not be getting angry at society and others. Because 99.9% of the population don't invest in themselves. They are not aware of the subtleties of communication. They don't know what the fuck is going on. So what I suggest to you is that pity them. Make fun of them like, oh man, people are so dumb. And instead of blaming them, you use this like a fucking weapon. You use this like a weapon. So when you want to communicate something, boom, you know how to address yourself, you know what tonality in your voice to use, you know what words, exact words to use, so that you can penetrate the minds of others, and that you can persuade more, seduce more, close more deals, get more money. It would help you in all aspects of life. So you see, my friends, this is not something very, just fashion, whatever. No, this is deeper. This is more powerful than you have been led to believe. So take control instead of being this guy that playing the victim that always complains like, oh, well, I don't care about how I look. I don't care how I look. Really? You don't care. But let me tell you something. Others do care. And you will get treated accordingly to how you look, because it is a representation of what's going on the inside. It's not 100% true, maybe you have something going on, and you just don't give a fuck about how you look. And maybe on the inside you're a wonderful, beautiful person, but on the outside you're not projecting it. So people are dumb, alright? The majority of people will treat you based on how you look. And instead of blaming them, be the example. Be the example, alright? I'm not the type of person that says, be superficial, just look pretty, just go for the looks. No. I don't even give you recommendations for fashion. I always tell you to know yourself, so that from there you become the best version of yourself. Don't be just yourself, be yourself. No, don't be yourself. Be the best version of yourself. Now, if that means dressing yourself like a skater, then go for it. But be congruent with that. I'm not standing here in front of the camera saying to you that you should be wearing a suit and a mustache all over the place. No. So instead of playing the victim, you become the example. You take control and you say, you know what, you're so dumb, and since you are not aware of the subtleties of communication and the power of image, I'm gonna use it onto you, and I'm gonna get what I want, because success is your obligation, isn't it? Success is your duty. The more successful you become, the more people you can influence and tell them, you know what, guys, you know what, my friend, you are being used and manipulated through your perception, through your senses, and you're not even aware of it. You're being manipulated all over the place and all the time. So take back control. I'm even manipulating you right now by doing something stupid like this, by changing the way that I look. And if you don't believe me, go out there and try it. Have fun with it, alright? Simply put on a costume like if it was Halloween. Not like a crazy costume, but think of it like that. Normally I don't wear a suit, normally I don't wear this type of shoes, normally I don't do it, but just for the fuck of it, try it on. And watch the reactions of the people around you. Watch how they treat you. Watch how they change. Their energy shifts. Their body postures, they shift when you enter in a specific way, when your posture is different, when you talk differently, when you move in a different way, and when you change your fashion. So, this is my story. It was very funny for me, to experience that again. And this happens to me all the time, whenever I have fun with it, whenever I want to blend it into a place, or when I'm going to meet someone that, it's not in congruence with my style, maybe he's a creative style and I am an elegant style, I just use it and I watch the reaction of people, and this allows me, it gives me the ability of me being the orchestra You know, I take the shots. I am the one in control of the entire situation of what's going on socially, right? And this is a lot of power. Let me tell you, this is a lot of power. If you're a salesman, or if you're a human being, if you have this power, the power of image, it will give you a tremendous amount of influence and success in your life. So with that, I'm gonna leave you. Please leave me your comments, subscribe, share, have fun with this, and become the best version of yourself. I will see you on the next one.